Hi guys, today I'm going to show you guys how I prepare my slide sinker for sliding. 20 odd years ago when we started sliding, we experimented with a lot of different ways of bending the wires on the slide sinker, using different types of sinkers, and those years I developed a method. It works for me. I still fish like it today, and often when we're fishing and doing some sliding, my clients or my friends who are fishing me ask me to show them how I bend my wires in order to get the sinker to sit nice and firmly in the sand. So I thought I'll share that little secret with you guys, show you how I bend my wires, what type of sinker I use, and I said it works very well for me. It's something I've never changed in the last 20 years, and it's an effective way of preparing your slide sinker. Alright, so for me, the sinker I like most, or the one that I like to use for sliding, is a 7 or 8 ounce sinker, but it's this long type of sinker. It's very common in South Africa. You can get it anywhere. Most of your tackle shops will sell it. I make them myself, so I just do it like this without the wires on. So it's a long sinker, and I don't clip my slide sinker on when I cast. I've just got a little eye here for my nylon to fit onto. Right, and then something that's very important for me is the type of wire I use. So I use a stainless steel spring steel wire. You buy it from guys that manufacture springs. You can get it anywhere in South Africa as well. This is a 1.8mm stainless steel spring steel. So it's a nice hard wire. It's very springy, and it doesn't kink easy. So it keeps its shape, and it takes a lot for this wire to actually bend or trip, and that's why I like this specific piece of wire. So I've got a stainless steel spring steel wire, and the wire I cut about twice the length of my sinker. So if that's the length of my sinker, I double it up. Alright, so let me show you guys exactly how I bend the wires. So I push the wire through the hole in the sinker, and I get my wire in the center of the sinker. I've got a pair of long nose pliers, which is very important for this. And the first thing I do is grab the wire, hold it nice and firmly, and then I want to bend the wire right over the other side so it almost touches the other side of the wire. Put the nose of our long nose pliers over the wire on the other side and do exactly the same. So we end up with that, and you can see there's a bit of a gap, and that's quite important for our sinker, for the way it clips in. I don't like it being tight there. I want that bit of play there. So that's why I put the long nose pliers on like that, so we've got 2 or 3 millimeters gap there. Right, so the next step now is just to take our pliers, and about a centimeter from the bottom where I bent it, I'm going to put my pliers in, grab the wire nice and firmly, and push the wire all the way back like that. Turn around and do exactly the same on the other end. And then I'm just going to take the pliers and just straighten up everything a bit. Make sure everything's fine. After I've bent those wires, I straighten the ends of the wire a bit, get nice and straight, and then we swing it around, and you can hear it clip in. That's the reason why we have these sharp bends like that and that little gap. So you can hear it clip in, bend the wires down like that, and our first wire is in. So we do exactly the same on the other end, bend the wires exactly the same, and put it in. Close to the middle, take our long nose pliers, grab it like that, fold it over. The whole idea is get a nice sharp hook there, or a nice sharp angle. Do exactly the same the other end. Bend as far back as you can, and then once again about a centimeter up, put your pliers in, grab it, and bend it back sharply as well. Now, these sharp angles are very important here and here, and that's all got to do with that wire clipping in nicely and sitting nice and firmly. Straighten everything up a bit, straighten up my wires, get that arc out there, and that one flicker over, and once again you'll get the click in, and that's what we want, into the groove in the sinker. Fold it back like that, and I like to space them out nice and evenly as well from the top. And there we go. So this sinker is going to act like an anchor when you're sliding your bait, with these sharp little points sticking into the groove in our sinker. And this being spring steel, is going to take a lot of pressure for it to trip, but when you do get a bite, it's going to trip. It's not going to be so tight that your main line will part or the sinker won't trip and you have a problem with a fish feeling that immense pressure of the sinker. So the way this is set is that it will trip under just enough pressure when you have a bite. Release your sinker and let the fish go with your slider and your sinker. So as I say, that's the way I've been doing it for many years. It works well for me. This long sinker acts like an anchor, so if it goes into the sand, that long nose of the sinker will push against the sand over there. The longer wires at the bottom will go into the sand, and this will sit nice and firmly in the sand, and it doesn't move much. If you're fishing in a very big sea and even this isn't holding enough, what I often do is I take some of my ghost cotton or my elastic cotton and just put some around these wires here just to strengthen a bit more. That I'll do under extreme conditions when the sea is very strong and these wires aren't strong enough. But guys, that's it. You can try it at home if it works for you. As I said, this has been working for me over 20 years. I've never changed the way I do this, and it trips at 100% correct time for me when I get a bite, and I very seldom have a burn off or break off because of a sinker not doing its job when I'm sliding.